What's up? This is Ray. I'm here sitting with my little brother Nick. We're gonna do a podcast. We're just gonna talk about life, basketball, everything in between. So we'll get started. What's going on, Nick?
What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Follow me on everything.
Everything. Follow me on everything too. I might as well get that little plug in. So we're just gonna get right into it, Nick. Let's talk about just growing up. Where did you grow up, and how was that experience for you?
Growing up, I grew up in Wapato, Wapafinger.
That's not funny. Wapato, Wapafinger. That's stupid.
If you get it, you're a funny person. But Wapato.
It's not funny.
Anyways, yeah. I grew up in Wapato, and then I moved to Yakima, and of course I got buckets wherever I was. So.
Okay, so you got, man, I stutter way too much. So you got buckets wherever you go. You're saying.
Yeah.
When was the time that you knew that basketball was your thing? Was there a specific moment where you knew that you could be something at it?
Nah. I mean, like, I was always pretty good. Like, I was always better than everybody, and I still am better than everybody. So.
You're probably the third best player in this room.
That's all I have to say for that. But, yeah, I always thought I was just better than everybody. And, I just felt like I could do something with it.
I remember one game specifically where you dribbled across the half court. There was about 10 seconds left. Everyone was saying, hurry, shoot the ball. And you're chilling, right?
Yeah.
You dribble the ball up right past half court, the volleyball line. And this was like, I don't know, what is it, sixth grade?
Sixth grade or so, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. You put the ball at your knee and launch that thing up and all net at the buzzer. And that's when I was thinking, who is this? Who does this guy think he is? Eric Snow? And
Eric Snow?
Eric Snow is nasty, boy. You don't know about Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Anyways, so and so that's when I knew that you could be, something special at it.
Yeah, I feel you.
So was there? So talk to me about your early AAU days. You played with your cousins on an AAU team. What was that experience like?
We had good chemistry since we're all family, and we played together for a while. We would beat a lot of teams, and of course we had our losses, but it was fun. It was always fun to go down there or wherever we were and play because we played well together. We had fun together, and we were just pretty close. So.
Right, and I remember watching you guys, and during warm-ups, you guys would be shooting half-court shots.
Yeah.
Kids would have different colored shorts on, things like that. And I remember the other teams, they really thought that, just based on the way you guys looked and moved and all that kind of stuff, that they'd blow you guys out.
Yeah.
But it always ended up being a really, competitive game if you guys didn't end up winning.
Yeah, that's something we had to deal with a lot, just being, overlooked.
When was there a specific time where like basketball wasn't, because you were saying basketball was just like in those early days it was just like a fun thing to do, but was there a time when basketball turned serious for you?
Well, basketball has always been fun. Since I was younger, it was always just go out there and play and just get buckets, have fun, and just do your thing. But I guess maybe when it started in 8th grade, because you knew you're going to high school and you just had to be ready, so you're just kind of became stressful and just not as fun as it used to be, but of course it's still fun. So.
Right. I mean, well, I played when I graduated. That next year was the year that you came into high school, and my senior year we won that state championship, and so you kind of got to go through that whole experience with us. Not on the floor, of course, but you hit every away game. You were at every home game.
Yeah.
All the close ones. So, I mean, was that, experience of you kind of going through a whole high school season, did that help you at all, knowing what to expect instead of just a kid who's never, been a part of the high school program? You kind of got a taste of it early.
Yeah, it was cool following you guys and stuff because I knew, the gyms and, if there was a lot of fans at a certain place or if, we didn't get along with a certain team or something like that. It was always cool, to get just I guess you were doing it before you actually had to do it, so it was pretty cool. Well, I was doing it before I actually had to do it, so.
And that must have been kind of a cool thing where where like a goal that you can kind of see, like I'm gonna play for this team,
Yeah.
you know, soon.
Like, yeah, I could like see myself out there, like just picture myself killing and stuff. So. Just kidding.
So was there any added pressure playing, after all the success we've had? Was there any added pressure coming in and being like, Ray's little brother or anything like that?
Not really. You guys did win a state championship, so the bar was set very, very extremely high, like the highest it could be for a high school. So that, of course, that was a little pressure, but like individually, not really. I was just going out there and doing my own thing and just doing my own thing pretty much. So.
And all our lives, I've never felt like we've been compared to each other very much. Maybe it's the age gap or the way mom and dad treat us. I don't know, but it was never like we've never been. Even though we do the same things pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We both make videos. We both. Well, I don't hoop anymore, but we both used to hoop. I can still don't get that twisted though. Don't get that twisted. I'll still put in work, but I don't play like I used to, and we've never really gotten compared, which I think is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So just talk about your high school experience. How do you balance high school life? School, homework, basketball, girlfriends, friends, just all that kind of stuff. How do you balance that in high school and still get everything you need, get done everything you need to get done?
First off, high school was okay. I mean, I didn't really like it that much. I don't know why, but I would just go to class and get buckets after class and get buckets whenever I could during class. But it was pretty easy for me because I'm like school kind of comes easy to me.
Yeah.
So like that part was easy to balance school and basketball and stuff. But basketball was fun, getting to play with your friends and just all the activities you get to do while playing basketball and like even like just like school activities too. It was pretty cool. So, but balancing school and basketball, you just got to be like just focused on what you want to do. I mean, you have to have a good support system as well.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, pretty much that.
All right. There's a few things you said that were good. The support system I think is a big one. Not just from like your parents or your family around you, but even the friends that you hang out with. I know there's people on basketball teams that like to kick it a lot and stuff, but then there's the ones that are focused. You know what I mean? I think you were in a good situation too, where there was a handful of guys that wanted to play at the next level.
Right.
So instead of doing dumb stuff, I mean, which we all do, but
not me.
Well, okay, well, everybody else does dumb stuff, but
right.
But if you surround yourself with people who want the same thing as you, and, who are working to get the same thing, that's definitely a recipe for success, I guess.
Yeah.
And being focused is another thing you said. If you want to play hoops at the next level, your actions got to follow what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Just like knowing your goal, like what you want to do.
Right.
And knowing the steps it takes to get to that goal, and just knowing what it takes to get there.
And a lot of people don't know what it takes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're gonna. I remember that's how it was when I first played. We're gonna go play AU. I'm not really sure what I have to improve on, in order to be a good college, recruit, or you know what I'm saying? How did you figure that out in the process? You get what I'm saying? Like the areas that you had to get better at.
It's people that have been there before. That was a big one because they already know what you have to do in order to get those looks or whatever. So that was a big help. And I guess like individually as a player, I didn't watch a lot of film, but that will help. But just like you'll know like when you go play against like some better players what you have to improve on, because you'll get exposed, like you'll get crossed over and make you fall, and everybody will laugh at you. So.
Right. So I mean I think one thing that you were pretty fortunate, I guess is an okay word to use, is that you were around people who have like done what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like Slate, your AAU coach, played at a JUCO, played at I think it was a D1 school, wasn't it?
Yeah, D1.
Yeah, and then he ended up going, having some NBA tryouts, and then played overseas for a little bit. But just people being around people like that who know what it takes to 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 get to the next level. Some of the best advice that I've ever been given is is to get yourself in rooms with people who are better than you at what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So me, I'm trying to get in. I want to coach, so I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in rooms. I'm trying to hang around people that are better at coaching than I am. You know what I'm saying? Who are better trainers, who are better basketball minds than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And just by doing that, I'm going to build connections, and I'm going to build, just kind of pick their brain and just get some of their knowledge and stuff. I think that's a real important thing to take away from that. So how was talk about the AAU system and the recruiting process and your experience with that?
The AAU system, it gets you a lot of games. It gets you in front of coaches, and it gets you, well, not me specifically, but it gets kids like something to do, and like some of these kids aren't in the best situations at home and stuff, so it gets them hooping and all that. But it's pretty cool because it gives you exposure. And my experience was that I was playing every weekend, not in my hometown, so I was traveling and stuff. So that was pretty cool and tiring at times and stressful. So,
right, it can be tiring and stressful all at the same time. Not knowing where you're gonna go. The recruiting process, I don't think is very fun at all. But some of my favorite times growing up was probably going. You good?
Yeah.
You didn't sleep or what?
That was a long night. I dropped my music video last night.
The release party was last night, so we might have to get him some coffee or something.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying. Some of the funnest times I had was traveling in Vegas with my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're underage and all that stuff, we're just acting. I know you didn't do this because you don't do dumb stuff, but we just ran around and acted dumb and just had fun and stuff like that. But so you ended up. You had a pretty successful high school career. You scored 1,000 points in high school.
Over
1,000 points in high school. Top 10 scorer, right?
Yeah.
State runner-up.
Yeah.
So just talk about your whole high school basketball experience. What did you take from it? Was there any lessons that you learned from that?
It was fun playing in high school because, Coach gave me the keys to the car and he let me drive. Well, my senior year he did, but he always gave me the green light and just told me to go, go get buckets. So that's what I did. No, but it was fun. It was cool. I got to play with my friends and stuff like that, and we were pretty good, so it was always fun to win. And some lessons I learned out of that is you gotta always try to get better in practice and stuff. I know it could be hard when you're playing against JV guys and stuff like that.
Right,
but no matter who you play against, you got to get better because they'll come at your head too. Anybody will, and you just got to be ready.
Yeah, I remember that was my first year coaching too. It was your senior year.
Yeah.
And so I was a volunteer assistant, and I was finally understanding like you don't understand certain things when you're a player, but then when you're a coach, you see it in a whole another way.
Yeah.
So 3-man weave with the fast break,
Mm-hmm.
That started to make sense to me. Little things like that. It was an enjoyable year, definitely. So the recruiting process, you ended up talking to a couple of national JUCOs, a few D2 schools, right? Some NAIAs, some JUCOs.
Yeah.
And you ended up picking Central Washington, right, to go play basketball.
Right. I had Central Arizona offer. I think it was a North Dakota State or South Dakota State School of Mines offer. And, of course, some NWAC offers.
Nah, man. You don't got to go there with that.
Yeah, but some NWAC offers.
See, that's the thing, man.
And an NAI offer.
Sometimes you're playing NWAC down like it's just the most worst thing.
I mean, I have respect for some NWAC schools, but I don't know. Some of the teams I watch, it's just it's hard to watch,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, well, I gotta talk about this because I coach at an NWAC school, right? And a lot of kids have this idea that NWAC schools or just JUCOs in general is just something that you don't want to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? That you're looked down upon in the basketball world because of it.
Uh-huh.
And if you find the right situation, if you find the right coaching staff, that's gonna help you get better, and that's gonna do all these things for you. Help your IQ, help you get bigger, stronger, faster. Then that's probably gonna be the best situation for you. As far as basketball.
Yeah.
And it's the best situation for some kids.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like I needed to improve like my my weight. I need to put on some weight
Sure.
and all that, but I just feel like for me, JUCO wasn't the right spot for me.
And that's fine. It's probably not for everybody, but so then you ended up going to Central.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling it.
Nope.
It wasn't your thing. So you ended up transferring, not even transferring out. You just went to school there for a year.
Yeah, I just went to school there.
What did you do in that time from deciding? Well, here. So you decided not even to play basketball for a year.
Yeah, I had a couple offers to go JUCO and play that season that I left the team, and I didn't want to, I guess.
Were you think you were just burned out from the season and from all that time playing?
Maybe. I don't know. Just feel like that. I don't know. I couldn't really tell you because it was just a lot going on. But like that time really helped me out to sit back and really just analyze the situation and think about everything.
Right. I feel that. So what did you do in your spare time from the time that you said like I'm good with basketball for this year, to now?
Well, after I stopped playing, I probably didn't play for like a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in the gym. I didn't get a ball or anything. So I was just focusing on school and stuff because I was still going to school full time. And I did pretty well in school. Like I got a 3.9, like 4.0 or something like that. And I was just studying a lot and reading a lot, just learning like a lot of new stuff. It was kind of like people thought I was kind of weird because I was always just doing my own thing and stuff. But that's how I am. And I was just learning a lot, like reading books and stuff. And that's not like normal now, Like nobody reads or nobody.
It's definitely not.
Like you're not cool if you read or something. But I just learned a lot of new things and then I started hooping again in like the little recreation center and stuff, and I was killing. I didn't lose my jumper because it's just like riding a bike. But I was just no, I would do pretty good in there, and it was I don't know. I tried a lot of new things, I guess, like just like reading and learning new stuff and doing video stuff and all that.
Right, there were times we'd just be hanging out watching TV, and you start talking about Pangea.
Yeah.
Or I remember one night, and I don't think we should really get into this, deeply, but you were talking. We got in a debate about the flat Earth. And you were coming up with these philosophy stuff, and it was very impressive.
Yeah, that's something not something I studied in particular, but just something I like studied about like things that would have to be if that was really
right.
The
If the Earth was flat, then
I don't know.
These things would have to be true.
Stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely like an interesting time, because all of us thought you were done, and basketball's not life, but it was for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like we've grown up and we've just played hoops, pretty much all our lives.
Yeah.
It's almost hard for me specifically to find something else I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
There's few things, but
yeah, I think that's something you have to do though. You got to find something else. I think Kobe found something else.
Kobe's into like storytelling.
Yeah, he's a storyteller.
He's actually pretty funny. Now that he's not playing basketball, and he's not giving off this like killer.
Like he's filthy. Like I'm trying to be back sometimes. Right
yeah, like exactly. Like now that he's not playing hoops and he's not like the Mamba no more. Like he's doing these. Can you be the same animal but a different beast? You ever see that one?
No.
He asked Kanye that, and Kanye's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?"
Nah, I haven't seen it.
It's a funny one. It was for anyways. So you ended up, sitting out that year, and college is started giving you some interest again. Is that right?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it too is that more colleges were calling you after that first year that you sat out than initially out of high school.
Right. Yeah, that was just a combination of many different things, I think. One, I was a D2 player because I was at Central, but I left the team. So I was a D2 player in some coaches' eyes. So that really helped me out.
Right. So schools saw a D2 level player's a D2 skilled level, a D2 level skilled player?
A D2 everything. I think I'm a D1 like NBA player, but
Sure.
yeah, but
I do too. I think I am too. I just wasn't tall enough.
yeah, but I think I'm good, but yeah, that's what other coaches see, like a higher level than like if they're like NAI or JUCO, they see a high level
Right.
basketball player that they could get.
Right, exactly. So all the NAI schools or D3 schools thought they could pick up a D2 level player.
Yeah.
You know who it just didn't work out at a D2 school. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure that had a lot to do with this. You decided to go to Northwest University up in Kirkland.
Yup, Northwest. Shout out to Northwest.
And how did you come to that decision?
The coach called me for the first time. I was sitting in my dorm room thinking about everything, and he hit my line, and he offered me. I never really talked to him before in my life, and he was pretty cool. I mean, it's a Christian school, so that's something that I would probably fit in with, and I took a visit, and it was pretty cool. I liked it and everything, and the coach really wanted me. He talked to me quite a bit, like before that and stuff. And he wanted me to commit right after the visit, but I was like, nah, I'm not ready yet, coach. So he gave me some more time, and that was kind of a big thing that hit me because it shows that he really wanted me, and he was willing to wait and risk like losing other recruits to wait for like my decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there I go stuttering again. So I think that shows a lot that schools you'll find the right school, you know what I mean? You can tell if somebody wants you cuz they'll put themselves out there a little bit more if they really want you at that school.
Yeah.
And on your part, you just got to be patient, find the right situation, the one that's going to make you happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he gave me a lot of money, so.
You know, that'll change a lot of people's mind.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to.
Like
though.
money as in like scholarship money, not like
Yeah, let's clear that up.
Yeah, like he gave me a lot of like scholarship money, like I don't gotta worry about.
You almost lost your eligibility.
Like I don't gotta worry about nothing in college really. So.
Right, and I mean that's really what it comes down to. Like you're doing this pretty much to get your education paid for.
Right.
You know.
And to get buckets.
And because nobody can stop you.
Because nobody can stop me.
Check out the music video.
Yeah, check it out.
That's the first time we talked about the music video.
Check out the music video. Nobody can stop me.
But you're not even a rapper is the crazy part.
Yeah.
But so, what were we even talking about?
We're talking about how I went to Northwest.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. So they gave you the whole reason that we're doing this or that you're doing this to get your education paid for.
Yeah.
Well, you know, pretty much.
Pretty much, like, it's a big motivation.
Yeah, definitely is a big part of it. And so I put out a video just a little bit ago, and it's about, part of it is about use basketball. Don't let basketball use you. You know what I mean? Use it to get an education for the experience, for all that kind of stuff. And I think this is a good situation of you being patient and using basketball instead of basketball, you know, using you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about to wrap this up. What is some advice that you would give a player, you know, that's not really sure about their future but wants to play basketball? And what are some steps? What are some advice that you can give players looking to do that?
First off, if you really want to do this, you got to get in the gym and like work out and get better and lift weights and all that. So I was just that's like probably the biggest thing, I guess. And then second, like you gotta get all that schoolwork if you're still in high school and stuff, or you're in college and want to hoop. You got to make sure you're eligible, and then you just got to be patient for, you know, the right time and the right person, the right coach to hit you up. So.
All right. Well, there it is. Thanks for listening, and let us know. Comment, you know, send message, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Let us know who you think would be a good person to throw on the podcast. Any kind of questions.
But nobody's better than this one, so.
This is going to be it. It's, you know, I'm sad to say that it's probably going to go down from here. You know, it ain't going to get better than this first one.
All right.
I'm kidding. All right. Nick, anything?
Check me out on IG, Instagram, at Smooth Jumper, and check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe, Nick Navarro, and remember that nobody could stop me.
We'll talk to y'all later.